Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Oh, it's so good to be here again on our second month of being here on the third Sunday.
Yes,
See
it's
you, Kristin.
good to see you. It's so happy that we could be here again. I
Yeah,
love that we're doing this regularly together.
yeah, definitely. It's very, very nice to be on this side of it once in a while.
Yeah,
So, how is everybody else? Hopefully, everybody's having a nice Sunday. Nice start to the week.
I know. August already. It seems so crazy. We've got kids starting school over here,
Mm-hmm.
and it just seems like it was just a very fast summer. Started off slow, but then so quick.
Yeah, this was definitely one of the fastest summers around here. My daughter starts school on Wednesday, so moving on.
I will let Thomas know when I talk to him. Oh yeah, Lene had her dolphin trip. I saw a couple of pictures on Discord. Did you see those?
I did, yes. Very, very nice. What a great experience.
Yeah, so fun.
Hot Sunday. Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Kids spent lots of time in the water today.
Yeah, very hot Sunday. We did splash pad.
Oh, I can only imagine. I
Yeah,
would
the pictures
love,
were
love,
so
love.
great. Yeah, so wonderful.
I saw pictures it was in the Discord channel, right?
Yes, yes, it was in the
In the
Discord.
group so everybody else can see them in the Facebook group. Those that
Yeah,
are in the Discord group.
yeah, I've swam with dolphins twice, and they're just such beautiful animals. And I'm sure what Linnea experienced was tenfold. I love that. So cool. Awesome. All
Yeah.
right. Well, today we decided that since last time we were all together, we were talking a lot about clearing energy. We kind of wanted to talk about what we do in keeping our energy high once we've reached that point, and our connection with source in those moments, and just being able to live our highest timeline.
Yeah, so Thomas was talking about, unplugging and
Mhm.
how important it is to step away from um, physical material things. And when we do that, that leaves room to step into the mental side, into the spiritual side, right? So it seems like a nice kind of segue. It's something that I've kind of been personally dealing with and working through is I know the things that I do on a regular basis and the things that help me. But sometimes there's a struggle with just making those things happen, and it's really easy to get tied down to the material things and the things that in the day-to-day life that can get into the way. um, we're all busy in our own ways. I have little kids. Kristin has little kids. We all, many of us work or have other responsibilities, um, and those things can kind of inhibit a little bit. Um, so I think just kind of reviewing and going over those things that help keep us connected. I think that's really important to do almost on a regular basis.
Absolutely. I think with what we talked about with clearing the energy, it's the same with your day to day responsibilities. To let things in, you have to create space for those things to come in. And having those moments of silence or moments that you are able to reconnect can make such a difference in your day, because with consistency, you're having more and more of those moments.
Yeah, exactly. And then with consistency, um, it turns into maybe less work sometimes. It just
Mm.
becomes kind of habit, becomes automatic. The little things that we do, like um, it took a lot of work for me to get into a habit of spending a few moments in the morning in silence before I do anything else in the morning, getting ready for work. But now that I've started doing that, some days it's only 5 minutes, sometimes it's 10 minutes or longer. But now that I've gotten into the habit of doing that, it's just like automatic. And it's just part of my routine of getting ready for work in the morning.
Absolutely. My focus lately has actually been mindful movement. And I was listening to somebody that was just talking about the difference between like exercise and yoga. And, like when you are exercising and your body is already fatigued, it can be more detrimental than good, and to actually take the time to do more of a mindful movement and with your body. And I also have been trying to focus on just massaging my neck and just creating better blood flow. And I feel like some of those things and those moments that I'm just taking time for myself are just so wonderful in just reconnecting.
Yeah, I like your point about massaging too and releasing. A lot of times we get sore muscles. It's buildup of energy that is
Mm,
stagnant in us that we need to release, and you can massage that out. Um, your mindful movements definitely triggers the yogi practitioner in me because
mhm,
yeah, yoga and combining different movements with meditative thoughts and motions, the two together, yeah, that has been key for me for many years. And sometimes it's really hard to, we talk about how we should meditate and we should still our mind and we should sit still and focus our thoughts and control our thoughts. Um, Yoga philosophy has a lot about that, about control, right? But I mean, I'm just going to be honest. Sometimes it can be really difficult to just sit still. So finding those mindful moments in different ways and movement, I think that's very important, especially for our fast-paced lives.
absolutely. And I think that that's kind of my realization, that the meditation I am doing regularly doesn't always need to be while I'm sitting and still. The mindful movement has definitely helped me incorporate just more moments of meditation throughout my day.
Yeah, yeah, totally. I love hearing that. Um, yeah, there's finding little ways to put really small mindful moments throughout your day.
Mm-hmm.
That's key in a busy lifestyle to me. Often, so at work, I'm constantly washing my hands. So like when I
Mm-hmm.
wash my hands, I use that as another moment of mindfulness to just um, release anything that I have to release and kind of reset to prepare for the next thing coming my way. Um, so that's another little mindful movement that I like to bring into my day every day.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's such a great opportunity for clearing. The regular hand washing, to just make it mm, mindfully, uh, energetically clearing, as well as just washing your hands. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can clear that energy out. But we connect to a lot through our hands. Through touching or whatever it is throughout the day, things that we do, the tools that we use with our hands. So there's a connection component to me, as well. We can use our hands to transfer energy, like in Reiki healing, things like that. Um, so when I wash my hands, I'm not only clearing the energy, but I'm also making a path for energy to come in as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Same thing, is you have to move things aside to bring in the good. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I did decide to pull a couple tarot cards for today. And Kristin, I know you pulled one as well. We kind
Yeah.
of just talked about this. So, um, like I said, I've been dealing with this own thought myself of keeping my keeping my spiritual A game on all the time, and what happens if I do keep it on and if I don't keep it on all the time. It's like I've been kind of thinking of it as like being prepared or dressed for the weather. If it's going to rain, make sure I have my raincoat on, right? Well, I always need to be spiritually prepared to get through life, so I should always have that spiritual raincoat on. I've been thinking of it more of like glasses because that's how it's came through in a dream. But anyways, I was thinking about this this connection and what it takes to do so when I was pulling these cards. So kind of keeping that in mind as well. So first card, the Five of Pentacles. And when, you know, when I say this is something I've been dealing with and going through myself, when the cards come up here for this moment, that tells me that I'm probably not the only one that has been having this going on lately. So here in the Five of Pentacles, we see our cute little critter here that is focused on this little thing that is bothering him, right? He's not focused on what is behind him here. So the Five of Pentacles, it really makes me think about being hyper focused on the material, hyper focused on what is right here, right next to us in the material world, without focusing on, you know, maybe what else is around us here. The five, the number right smack dab in the middle, makes me think of change, makes me think of maybe, I don't want to say like instability, but more like an unrest, more like the feeling that something needs to change. Sounds a little Venus retrograde now that I'm thinking about it. So I just had this idea of not paying so much attention to what is right here with us within the physical, but what's a little bit beyond that and connecting to that. That card did not feel like it was complete on its own. So in typical Alyssa fashion, I had to pull another card. And follow up to the Five of Pentacles is the Ace of Pentacles. Mind you, I'm thinking about how I can not focus so much on the heavy material mundane world and how I can move forward and stay connected to the spiritual world. So the answer comes within the Ace of Pentacles. The answer comes within these new beginnings and this change and bringing forth the manifestations that comes forth from the work of the Five of Pentacles here. I don't know. It just spoke so well to what I was thinking of, and the two following in suit of Pentacles, very much related to the earth element, very much related to the material, to the physical. But there's an elevation within these two cards too, going from the five to the ace, going from stuck right in the middle to being right on the very top, in a way, if you will.
Yeah, I think that with the five, it is such a turning point energy. And then for you to bring the one into it, it reads to me almost as a don't throw the baby out with the bathwater kind of thing. And with the ace there, it's a new beginning, but from something that has already started, really, and a turning point that you're able to create something new with what you already have.
Yeah, the five feels very, very heavy, where the ace feels very light, right?
Right.
So it just feels like it really plays within this thought of we don't have to be so weighed down by the mundane. We can participate in the regular day-to-day life and bring in a lightness to it with our spirituality, with staying connected here, staying connected to source all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just love how we end up picking cards that always somewhat relate to one another, because I had a pentacle as well, but mine was the 8. And that's more of a card that you're actually working into your goals at that point. The key words in there are hustle, grind, and commitment, and things along those lines. And yeah, I think that once you're able to start that new beginning, to kind of work into a routine that will benefit you. And, you know, with an 8, you're working your way to the 10 of mastery. You're at the point that you're seeing things that you're doing regularly benefit you.
Yeah, I think that's really great, and it all, I love how, like you said, it all just fits together. The 8 just, to me, it shows us too that you know, it takes a little bit of work and it takes a little bit of effort. Living our highest timeline and being conscious, that takes effort. Living unconsciously and just kind of rolling along with the tides and whatever it is that, you know, succumbing to fate or whatever it is that you want to call it, that's almost easier in a way because it doesn't take as much effort, right?
Yeah. I think the key one that we say all the time is I'm loving awareness. And I think that can all encompass that feeling of just being able to live consciously.
Yeah. And bringing that into, you know, and bringing it into the mundane, bringing it into the earth element, bringing it into the physical. The two are not separated by any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So we have adding just different mindful moments in different ways. You know, walking, yoga. I mentioned washing your hands, any little movements. We talked about taking a few minutes during the daytime. You know, longer meditation practices as well. Journaling is a great way to connect to source and to connect to spirit. I've been thinking a lot about spirit and source and connecting to that, and just kind of what that means on a higher level. And you know, we talk about like connecting to spirit, but at the same time, we talk about how spirit and our soul is within us, right? So anytime that you are able to connect within yourself, on a deeper level of some kind, you're connecting to spirit and you're connecting to source there. It's I don't want to say that it's easy, but it's a little simpler than it seems sometimes.
Yeah, I think that that's really good advice, that the connection to your higher self and your inner being of its highest potential is a great connection to source.
Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of saying, you know, it doesn't have to have all of the bells and whistles of you know, what may be portrayed as connecting to source, spirit, God, whatever it is, whether that means you feel like you have to physically go to a certain place for that connection, or you need certain tools, whether it is that you think you need certain crystals or cards or sage or whatever it is. Those tools, you know, they help us, but they really just, they're symbolic of that connection that is within us. And they're in my opinion, I feel like they're symbolic representations, something to visually see that reminds us of that connection that is already within us. The power from all of those things, they come from within us, right?
Yeah, no, I think that's a great point, that they are all tools for power that is already within you.
Yeah. So I'm wondering what else other people do throughout the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
If anybody else has any suggestions, things like that.
I'll go back through some of these. Hello, Mary.
Mary's putting together a get together at Hocking Hills in Ohio.
Yes.
Is it September 29th, September 30th, somewhere in there, the very last weekend of September? There's information in the Facebook group about that. Yeah, super excited about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I am really hoping to be there.
Yeah. anytime I spend comes back multiplied to me. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. If there's an amplification that comes along with it, right? It's kind of like it's like a cone effect. It starts here, and anything that we put out, it just kind of amplifies out, and it's going to come back to you. So, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think when you're on a higher frequency, you resonate with other people who are on the higher frequency. So definitely those mindful moments do come back multiplied. Definitely.
Yeah. Hey there, not sure who this one is, but thank you for being here.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, hello, Melissa.
Had some good energy, almost weird stuff happening. Cool. I like cool, weird stuff.
Absolutely. Finding those synchronicities in the day that just feel like they're kind of meant to be.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
September 29th. Yep. For Hocking Hills.
Yes. She said Friday through Sunday. I believe that's the weekend that we get into October. So Sunday's October 1st. Yeah. Hi, Jimmy. Yeah.
Hope yours is going well too, Jimmy.
Oh, Cheryl from Saskatchewan. Cheryl. Enjoy your day and your job. Laughter raises vibrations, definitely.
Laughter. Yeah, that is a great point.
Yeah. And I think it's just wonderful that you're finding joy within your career too, because I feel like you spend so much time doing that if you are in a spot that it's raising your vibration instead of taking away from, I mean, it's a beautiful thing. I'm not sure what that. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, awesome. Very cool.
The more the merrier. Yeah, Hocking Hills, we were there this year as a family, and that place is absolutely magical. There's literal magical in that place. So if you're able to go and join, please do, because it's a fantastic place, and I'm sure a fantastic group that'll be there as well.
Yeah, I'm excited. It sounds like it's going to be a great time in a beautiful spot.
Yeah.
Love that. All right. So should we? Oh, Mary does. She confirms it's magical.
It's magical. Yeah. There are fairy homes and portals everywhere. Let me tell you what.
I love that. I love it so much. All right. Well, should we get into meditation?
Yeah.
I'll start off if you're.
Perfect.
We've got one more or two more actually. Big night at work, Saturday night, Sunday morning. I worked about 3 hours past my bedtime. Spent today lazing on the couch. Absolutely. You deserve it. Yeah. It's nice to have those moments after hard days.
Yeah, I'm glad you're giving yourself that time, Carrie.
Yeah. Prep for my work day by taking time to meditate. Ask for a cloak of protection, yes, and such like mantras. It really helps with my position dealing with the public. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Putting up those boundaries and those barriers is very, very important.
Totally.
Self-care, yes.
Yes, so important. And especially for a teacher like you, it is very, very draining. So to do self-care when you can, absolutely. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Oh, housework. Yeah, that's a great way to clear energy too. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you have to say that. I am so glad that you're honoring where you are at.
Yeah.
When you spend time with others, putting that, I like that you said, a cloak of protection around yourself. I've gotten into a process of putting mirrors around myself, because I'm around a lot of people at work as well. And just a simple deflection. Anything that is not going to serve me well is going to be pushed away.
Yeah. And I think a mirror too, it's a nice way of just reflecting the person's energy back to them, whether that be whatever vibration they're at. I like the visualization of a mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah. Water therapy circle, very cool. Water is so healing, back to the hand washing and stuff, and just picturing it cleansing you.
Yeah, and the water element, intuition, right? Connection, feeling. So very, very good connections to source there, to your spiritual self.
Yeah. Cheryl says that she also thought about using mirrors. Love that.
Yeah, it's it can all be discreet too. I've done full blown like body armor when I've needed it, or shields and stuff like that. And nobody needs to know that you're doing it but yourself.
Yeah. Kathy says there's mirror jewelry. That's a very interesting. I love that.
That makes a lot of sense, and I actually love that idea.
I do, and I feel like that could be a good just reminder too, that as you're putting it on, you're also putting up the mirrors of protection on yourself.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that one, Kathy. I think you just pinged something in my mind there.
Yeah. I haven't seen mirror jewelry, but I love that concept. Very cool. That's why I love hearing from everybody.
Exactly.
Always bring great things to the table. Very cool. All right. Nope.
Oh, yes.
Wonderful. Okay. Well, I guess we'll start the meditation. And I've got my bracelet on. I've been wearing it all day today. I saw my best friend from high school today, and she's not lived in the same state as me in a very long time, so it was really nice to charge it on the high vibrations I felt today.
Yeah, that's nice. That's so wonderful.
Yeah. All right. So just let everybody get comfortable. And start off with a couple deep breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Now we can get comfortable and place our hands up for mindfulness or down for grounding, whichever you pick fits you in the moment. First, like always, we're going to focus on ourselves. You can't fill another cup from an empty cup, so raising our own vibrations first. Focusing on our body. Focusing on our breath. Feeling comfortable. Noticing if you have any tightness, or maybe you're feeling stressed. Maybe it's been busy. Just releasing any expectations you have of yourself and of your time. Now I want everybody to focus on their heart chakra. Thinking about love, what it means to you, and what you feel like when you're in the presence of people that love you. The heart chakra is often associated with green loving light. Feeling it warm your body and your chest. Feeling the love from other people and loving those people back can raise your vibrations so much. As we focus on our bodies and the joy that love brings, I want us to picture anybody who we know needs a little bit of that love that we have to give. Maybe a friend, maybe a family member, maybe a stranger who you just know is going through a hard time. As you send them the loving energy, know that they are grateful. Raising their vibrations helps you raise your own. As we send this person love, we picture whatever is ailing them to be gone soon. Such a powerful moment of loving someone. Being there energetically is just as good as being there for somebody in person. As we raise their vibrations and our own, I want us to picture our group and everybody who is listening to this now or later being able to help the ones that they love. So the amount of people in this circle right now is doubled. So much loving power that we're able to pass around to one another. Raising the vibration of a big group and knowing that we're all better off tomorrow because of it.
As all this loving energy swirls amongst the group, amongst everybody that is watching and participating now and in the future, you see everybody standing in front of you in a circle, a large, ever-growing circle. You see faces that are familiar, faces that you've never seen before. But at the same time, there is a knowing and a sharing and a loving amongst everybody you see. All of the faces look at you lovingly and caringly. Energy grows so quickly that you can see it physically manifesting above the heads of everybody in the group. See that energy, see it start to swirl around the group, everybody participating. As it moves around, everybody's energy starts to intertwine. The love and the compassion that you are sending out now touches every single person. The swirling energy that you see slowly starts to rise up, still connected to everybody in the group, everybody in the circle, present and future. And the energy continues to move up, up, up towards the sky, up into the atmosphere, up past as far as your vision can see, into space, into the ethers, into the universe, and it continues to grow and continues to swirl. Connecting us all to each other, connecting us all to the love that we share, to the common goals that we share. All the way up into the universe, connecting with the source of all that is, and in turn connecting each and every one of us individually and collectively to that source. Taking a moment to bask in that love and that connection. Take a moment to realize and recognize how fulfilling that energy is. While this energy is swirling and connecting all of us, you start to notice your feet. Start to notice your feet feeling a little bit heavier. And while you are feeling this swirling connection above, you start to feel a heaviness and a groundedness to the surface below you. Swirling energy, cultivating, loving, connecting energy overhead, grounding, solidifying energy beneath your feet. In this moment, feel your connection to source, connection to group and community, while grounding down into Mother Earth, grounding down into your own feet and your own physical body, balancing the two. Energy moving up through your body while simultaneously moving down through your back body, grounding you down, not only into Mother Earth, but into your own physical body that you have for this lifetime. Spending a little time focusing on this balance of energy. When you take a deep breath in, focus on that energy overhead. And as you exhale, feel the energy slide down your spine and grounding you into the physical. Inhale, breathing energy up through your front body, out into the ethers. And on the exhale, grounding down. Continue that motion, feeling your own connection above and below. Contemplating our balance between reaching up and grounding down into the physical. Finding connection in both. Each of us having our own experience while still being connected as part of the group, as part of this wonderful, wonderful spiritual family that exists in this community. Coming together on Sundays, coming together through multiple social media outlets, coming together in person. And bringing our focus now back to the heart chakra, where we started. The chakra that connects the lower body and the upper body. Your heart space, which holds your spirit, which holds your soul and your connection to every other person in this group and beyond. Focusing on that heart space, you start to see a glowing light emanating from your chest. And then you look up and you notice the heart space of every other person standing in this circle. And you notice their beautiful individual light. And you notice how each one is a little bit different, maybe a different hue, different sparkle, different level of brightness. But everybody has a heart space activating, glowing, and reaching forward. And with the love and care emanating, bursting out of our heart chakras, we can't help but come a little bit closer together in the group. Joining hands with the person on either side of you. Closing in closer and closer. Till you can see the eyes and the soul of every other person in this group. You are supported, you are loved, and you are connected. We are each supported by this group in multiple ways. And anybody who needs extra support, extra help, extra connection, I encourage you to reach out. See for yourself the support that is there. And before leaving this space, this spiritual space of community, feel that connection above your head and below your feet one more time. And look around the circle and see the faces of everybody else surrounding you one last time. That support is always there with you. Before opening your eyes, I encourage you to bring your palms together at your heart space, at your forehead, at your chin, wherever feels comfortable. And feel that connection between your palms. Feel the left connected to the right and the right connected to the left. And from here on out, anytime you need a reminder of your connection to spirit, your connection to source, or your connection to this spiritual family and group, all you need to do are bring your palms together and remember that the left is connected to the right and the right is connected to the left. It's that simple.
So beautiful. Thank you, Alyssa.
Yeah, thank you, Kristin. Thank you, everybody, for being here and sharing in this space.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps. It helps remember that connection when you have others that remind you, show you, it's really quite special.
Absolutely. I think, that's why I love the Facebook community so much. It's just such a breath of fresh air to have people who want to live like you do.
Yeah, and we have side conversations, we have pop-up meetings, people are getting together. We have all the conversations and support on the Facebook group. There's so much help and support on the Discord channel. Gosh, that is just growing exponentially as far as astrology goes. And yeah, the like-mindedness, it's great.
Yeah, thank you. I love the Discord so much. It is so great to have a good space like that to talk astrology and, just bounce ideas off one another.
Yeah, I love the openness and the acceptedness of the space there. There's everybody's there to learn, and yeah, it's a very, very accepting space, very open.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's where I want to be, that, you got to start somewhere, and, there's no bad place to be at.
Yeah, it's that old saying, we're all walking each other home. We're all here to help.
Yeah, definitely. You're so welcome, Kathleen. Thank you for being here.
Yes. Okay, there you go.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Check out more pictures. Wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, you're so welcome, Alyssa. Yeah, it is. It is such a grounding moment for me too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. It was in August, wasn't it? I do not know the specific day, though. That would be a question for Thomas.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have got to probably be hitting it soon, if not already did, which is super exciting. 2 years.
It is. And you think about how much growth there has been. I remember the first couple Sunday nights that I attended, and there was not that many people. And yeah, now look at this. This is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that, just the way the group has grown in the past 2 years. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Very cool. Yeah. I'll have to see if, I don't know.
We'll have to figure out what that date is. Yeah, we'll figure it
out. Yeah, I don't know what that date is. But so with the holiday, I think Thomas is going to do one more this month. and then the following Sunday will be the off day. I think that's the plan.
So on next Sunday and off the following Sunday for the holiday.
Correct. I believe that is the level up schedule at this moment.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yes, family.
Yeah. So Thomas has mentioned this a couple times. We've talked about it, but a couple weeks ago I met Melissa and Mary Ross for the first time. And you say family, Melissa. Like as soon as we saw each other, I've been to 2 different meetups now with people from this group, and it's just an instant knowing of each other. It's just you walk up and it's an instant big hug, like family that you've known forever. And yeah, I've personally, that's something I've never experienced before. So it's family. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, it's like we go in with a certain understanding of each other just right away, even without actually being in the same room together for a while before we actually meet. But I am definitely hoping to get to Ohio at the end of September. My fingers are crossed that I can make that work, because I would absolutely love to see people.
Yeah. I hope as many people that are able to go, and yeah, it'll be beautiful no matter what.
Absolutely. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you, Alyssa. Beautiful meditation. And, always great chatting with you. And I look forward to next month.
Yeah. So have a good week, everybody. Thank you, Kristin, for being here with me and sharing this space. It's always great. Always a pleasure.
Yeah. Until next time, everyone.
Have a good week, everybody.
Have a wonderful week.
Bye.